Hello guys, and welcome back to catdogpigduck plays on the TPPI server. If you remember in the last episode, we were messing with the Botania mod. It's a really interesting mod that involves magical flowers doing magical things. It seems a little silly, but we're going to explore it and we're going to check it out. You know what I mean? Check out my feet. Alright, let me show you a little bit of the stuff that I've done in between episodes. Let's go down here. You'll see this is a new area in my base. I built a little platform here out of grass, and this is going to be my Botania area. You'll see some new blocks here as well. I'll show you those in a second. But over here, I got some flowers. You'll remember I made the pure daisy last time. That's very good and well. Oh, I think Burt Reynolds is going to start drowning soon. All right, let's send him back to the base. Not follow. There we go. Go home. Go home, Burt Reynolds. You're drunk. Okay, so as I was saying, these are mana generating flowers here. These guys are called day blooms. They create mana from sunshine. They're very low on the totem pole of mana generation, but you know, they're a good start to get some basic mana in these mana pools. So if you look in the book, we'll just look them up here real quick. But there's not much to know about them. They only generate mana during the day, like I said. So it's here in this generating flora tab. You've got all the flowers you can make. So here's day bloom. You make that by throwing these colored petals into the thing, and then you throw a seed in, which I really think they should put that on every page. Throw a seed in afterwards, and it makes a day bloom. So cool. You'll notice a different flower next to it called an endoflame. These actually create a bit more mana. Is that right? Okay, yeah. These create a bit more mana. There's the recipe for that. The way they generate mana is by sucking up coal and stuff. So if you throw a pieces of... Oh, not that. Give me those back. Not the right thing. Where... Oh, what the heck? There we go. So you throw some coal on it. It eats those bad boys up and produces mana. You see that mana burst there? The way you can actually see these mana bursts happen is by holding this, what is it called? Wand of the Forest. So this is your tool in the game to generate stuff. You can also use it to point this mana spreader in different directions. I think what we're going to do this episode is try to figure out how to make some more of these mana generating flowers and get this thing kind of souped up a bit, and use one of the functional flora. Here, there's a whole section of flowers that do different things. So functional flora. So like, we were going to try and make this agri-carnation. So you click that open, and it says what it does is it turns mana into fertilizer. So, you know, we have a farm up there, and it would be great to get it going with maybe some passive mana generation. If I make enough of these day blooms, and there's another flower called a night bloom, you know, I could set these up, another patch of them over here, and they'd constantly be generating stuff. So the way you collect mana is by building these mana spreaders next to flowers, and they throw them, you know, by line of sight, as you can see by this little magical line here, into this mana pool. These mana pools, for me anyway, they seem a little bugged in the sense that you see that little sliver of blue in the progress bar? That never goes past where it is right now, but it should, I guess. I think the mod might be a little bugged at the moment. So the way you make stuff is... Wait a second here. I'll show you some of the building blocks in this game. So let's go back to mana manipulation, and we'll go to mana pool. This is how you make the mana pool. You take 5 of those living rocks, which you make with the magic daisies, and yeah. So in order to use the mana pool to make different materials like this mana steel, you throw an iron ingot into the mana pool. And that goes for a couple other things. Ender pearls make a mana pearl, diamonds make a mana diamond, and petals will make a, what do you call this? I think it's like a mana infused petal or something. And you can also do it with cookies and make a delicious blue cookie. Doesn't that look good? Looks like Easter. So, I went ahead in between episodes and made a few of these things. I have a mana pearl. I have some mana steel. But what I want to do is probably make a little bit more of the mana steel. I don't know why. But you just dump them in there. and it uses up the mana and creates mana steel. Very cool. So yeah, that's how you make some of the building blocks for this stuff. And this guy here is a runic altar. You use runic altars to make runes, and I think we're going to make a rune for one of these recipes today. But here, let me see. Mana manipulation, is it in there? Mana detector. Ooh, what's a mana detector? Is capable of detecting when a mana burst starts, flowing through. Ooh, maybe we should make this. Okay. I don't have any comparators. I don't know. So this just detects whether a mana burst is happening or not. Weird. Alright, we're going back. Let's see. Where was the runic altar? Here it is. So this guy makes runes, and runes are basically just used in recipes. You need either a mana diamond or a mana pearl. So you definitely got to make the mana pool first. So yeah. And here's how you... There's lots of recipes for different runes that you can make. Here's a rune of water, rune of earth, and you just basically, these 4 items, you just toss them onto this thing. I haven't made one yet, but I accidentally like tossed something at it. Let's check it out. Wait, that's... Or maybe you just click. Oh, you just click on it with the item. Look, it's now rotating around magically. So that's kind of neat. And the only way I know to get the items out of there is just by destroying the thing. Whoa! I did not know there was a missing block down there. Maybe I got something to plug that up. I got any bricks down here? Nah, we'll just use a living rock. Why not? Okay, cool. So let's get to making something, right? I want to make a couple... I want to make one of these generating flowers that creates a lot of mana. So let's go back to... What was it? Generating flora. One of these, it may be the Rosa Arcana. It turns experience points into mana. So what I want to do is make one of these things. This might be a pain in the butt. It takes 2 pink mana petals. We can make those. And 1 purple mana petal. Cool. So let's go grab some petals. Let's make this stuff, will we? Let's see. Pink. I think it takes 2 of those. And it takes a purple. That's a magenta. Here's a purple. So let's get these mana petals ready. So we turn those into petals. And turn this guy into petals. And basically to make petals, I'm going to throw a little bit more charcoal on these ones that burn charcoal. Just so we can get some mana going here. Cool. See that mana burst? So that... You would think this thing would slowly fill up, but as you can see, it's always the same level. Weird, right? I don't know. So we need 2 of these, right? So you just throw them in there. Boom. Like so. So now we've got 2 pink mana petals. We need a purple one. So we just go like that, and we got that down. Let's check out the rest of the recipe. We need a regular purple one, and we need a lime one, and 1 more pink one, and a rune of mana. So cool. We definitely are going to make one of these. Let's shift-click that. No, that did not work at all, did it? Oh, here we go. So we need a mana pearl and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingots of the stuff. So let's go ahead and... I think we need to take a sleep just so the zombies don't interfere here. But what I'm going to do is throw a bit of charcoal on these guys so that gets good and powered up. And hopefully this will work. I don't quite understand the mana usage of this yet, but it seems a little bugged. All right, let's get morning going so our day bloom flowers will create mana. Okay, and we're back. Cool. So let's throw a bit more down there just so it has lots to use. And yeah, what did we need? We needed 5 ingots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And 1 mana pearl. So boom, will that do it? And do I hit it with the stick? I wonder what I gotta do. Let's maybe look at the book. Maybe it'll say how to make a runic thingy. So we got 5 of those in there. We've got that. Now how do we use such things? Let's see here. Basic. Runic altar. No, that's not it. Basics. Runic altar. In order to create one, you need to utilize the runic altar. Start by placing via right-click the components you want to create. Proceed by taking a mana spreader to the altar. A mana spreader. to the altar and then click it with the Wand of the Forest. Do I need to get rid of this mana pool? Alright. Let's throw some more stuff on here. It says to link the mana spreader right to it, right? Like that. And then we hit it with this. It's not doing anything. How will we know if it's ready or not? I do not know. Maybe it just needs a lot of mana to get going. Let's just throw lots of this stuff down. Do I have a block that I can put here? I can't tell if that twinkly light that's in the middle is getting any bigger. But let's see here. To the altar and right-click it with the Wand of the Forest. Wait, is stuff happening? Oh, things are happening. Ooh, look at that. I think we're ready. That looks like a big symbol. So if I go like plunk and plunk, I think it's slowly doing something. Okay, I guess I'll just wait and see what happens, right? I think that's the right recipe. It's hard to tell what's... You know, sometimes with these mods, it's hard to tell what they think is going to happen. So where were we? We were back one. Functional Flora. We were trying to make... No, we're not in there. We are in Generating Flora. We were trying to make the Rosa Arcana, and we require a mana rune. Rune of mana. Damn it! There it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a mana pearl, and the thing. So what's doing? I'm right-clicking. I'm left-clicking. Nothing happens. It definitely seems to be doing something or other. I have no idea what. Let's just throw all that down there. I don't know how much mana it needs, and I don't know why this ain't working so great. It's definitely shooting out electricity. What do I do, Runic Altar? You want something from me, I just don't know what. Maybe it just requires a lot of mana. Man, how much mana do you need? Alright guys, I'm going to pause it right here and, you know, like wait a couple minutes and see what happens. Hold on to your pants. Okay guys, I just watched a quick video online and I saw maybe I think it was the mod author do some of this. So I think what I need to do is throw this living rock in the middle. No, I just took it right back. That's what I saw him do. So let's see here, Q. No, that's not working either, is it? My guess is maybe I just need a lot more mana, but I mean, it's shooting off lightning bolts. You would think this would work. So maybe we just need to give it another try. Let's take all this stuff out, right? Let's just break it. And let's try again. That seems to be the way I get things done around here, is just by doing them over and over again. Alright, so we've got this guy going. Let's throw a bit more charcoal on this guy. And then let's maybe just look at the recipe one more time. Let's actually look up the recipe for, like, runes in general. Basics, Runic Altar. Runes are extremely important components, got it. In order to create these runes, you need the Runic Altar. To utilize the Runic Altar, start by placing via right-click the components you want to create. We're doing that. Proceed by linking a mana spreader to the altar, right-click it with the Wand of the Forest. It should be apparent when the altar has received enough mana, like with the lightning bolts. When that happens, just drop a piece of living rock on top of it and use your wand. Ah, okay. You know, reading helps a lot, doesn't it? So hopefully we can get it done this time. So the lightning bolts were what we needed. 3, 4, 5, and let's throw this guy on here. So we do need to throw a piece of living rock, but then we need to click it with the old Wand of the Forest too, right? So cool, we'll just wait for those lightning bolts again, and maybe we can get this done. Oh, it's becoming nighttime. I'm going to, has the sun set yet? I'm going to go take a sleep real quick so zombies don't interrupt. And hopefully when I get back, that thing will be ready to go. Isn't this fun? Figuring out mods? It is really fun. I enjoy this a lot. At times it's a little frustrating, but yeah, no problem. I hear my Skype going off. I'm going to pause it right here and wait for those lightning bolts to show up real quick. Hold on one second. Okay guys, we're back. It's now shooting lightning bolts like crazy, so let's see if we can get this to work. We're going to do it just like the book said. We throw a living rock on top of it. Well, we're trying to. Throw a living rock on top of it and hit it with the wand. Boom! It worked! Ha ha! Awesome! Okay, this stuff works. I'm so pleased. Alright, so we've got our Rune of Mana. We were going to make that Arcania Rose thingy. Let's see here. We'll go back even further. Let's see here. Where was it? It was under Generating Flora. Rose Arcania and absorb experience of players on the ground around it. What? Oh, okay. That's the player on the ground around it. Got it. Okay, we can make that with 2 pink mana petals, 1 purple, which we already have. We need a lime one and another pink. So let's get all this stuff ready in our inventory to throw out. This could be kind of a mess. So we've got our 2 pink. Very good. We've got our purple. Yeah. We needed an extra purple, right? Yeah, we needed an extra purple and an extra pink. Okay, so let's check that out. We've got our mana petals here. We're going to put those in first, and then that. And then here's our extra pink one. And here is our rune. And the next thing we need is probably the lime. Here's a lime flower. Let's put some of this stuff up out of our inventory, the stuff we don't need. Let's get this out of here. And this too. Why not? These guys also. Okay. So this is kind of, you know, it's tricky to get this stuff ready, but there's the lime one, and I think that's it. Let's check out the book one more time. So purple, purple, purple. Yeah. And then I just need some seeds to make the flower. Do I not have seeds down here? Oh, here we go. Good, seeds. So this will make 1. We've already got some water in there. That's good. So let's just do this. 1, 2. Put that in there. Put you in there. Put you in there. You and you. And then 1 seed, right? Ah, awesome. It worked. Where's my flower? I don't see it in my inventory. Oh, here it is. Rose Arcana. 10 blue orbs in the corner. Okay. I don't know what that means exactly, but sure. So let's maybe put this right behind it. And look, it's absorbing my experience and turning it into mana. So what we need to do, this is going to be a good way for us to make mana, I think. What we need to do is put our mana pool there for now, because we can pick that up later. And cool. So let's get out our wand and see how full this thing is. You know, a good way to get some experience is down here, where my my thing here is going gangbusters, creating orbs. What do you call these? Concentrated essence berries. I can get levels for days with this, and then use it to power this flower factory I got going on here. Flower factory. It's ridiculous. This mod is silly goose. Alright, we got 30 levels. Now let's see what that does. Look at that. Oh baby, that's filling up good. So cool. If I just sit here, I think we can definitely power this runic altar a little faster. Alright. Very cool. Look at that. This thing is turning red. Let's take a look and see if it changed any. Nope. I think these mana pools are a little bugged. That should be full of goddamn mana, and it just says it's got a sliver. So I really think that those guys are bugged. But anyway, we're going to pick this up. It was just more of a test than anything. We're going to put this maybe like over... We'll put one over here for now. So what I want to do next is make that flower that makes crops grow, right? So we got a good way of making experience. What we want to do is make this thing called an agricarnation. This thing, when you throw mana at it, using the spreaders, makes plant life grow faster. So cool. We need a couple of things. Petals we should be good on. We need to make this Rune of the Spring. So let's shift click that. 3 saplings, 1 wheat. Oh, we have to make even more runes. So let's make this Rune of the Water. No. Rune of the Water takes a fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal, and a mana steel. Okay. So let's make some stuff. Let's go make a fishing rod. I don't know if we're going to get all the way to making the cool agriflower this time, but we can start. We can definitely get the process going. So we need to make a fishing rod. Do I have any string up here? Of course I do. String. And let's see here. It's like so. I need some bone meal. I hope I have bone meal. I have 1 bone meal. This is my last bone meal. And a sugar cane. What was the last little bit of that? And a mana steel, which I should have. If not, I can make some real quick. Alright, let's see if we can make this guy. It's getting a little dark out here. Let's see, do I have any torches? Yeah, let's light this up a bit. Alright, let's get that out of the way. That might block our spreader. Okay, cool. So what did we need to do? We needed to put those all around the thing, but I'm missing the mana steel. Here's some mana steel. Perfect. So let's see if we can get this going. So we just click that on there, right? Let's get this other stuff. Oh, I hear a zombie. They're coming. I might have to act quickly here. Yes, I do. Zombies, go away! Can't you see I'm trying to play with my flowers? Leave a man alone with his flowers, would you? Yeah, I'm gonna need that flower that, Okay, there's a zombie way out there, but we've got time. So let's get this on there. This and this. Alright, do I have living rock on me? Let's go get some. Yep, and I've got my thing. Oh, I have a day bloom here. Let's throw that down. This guy's coming. Oh, where'd you come from, you piece of crap? Man, these chandeliers are not doing their job. Okay, so this seems to be going, but let's kill this guy real quick. Get out of my house! I'm trying to play with pretty flowers. Okay, so if we sit here, the Rosa Arcana is full. It can't take any more experience. Okay. So right, that seems to be the right recipe. Bone meal, the thing. Maybe I need to do this again. And that. Will that get it started? Oh, look at this. Look at these guys. They won't leave me alone. Get out of my house. I'm trying to play with pretty flowers. Alright, let's maybe... I was hoping that the experience flower would really juice this thing up, but it doesn't seem to be doing so. And that was all my charcoal. So let's get these endo flames going. Huh. This does not seem to be working. I got a fishing rod. Am I missing anything? Mana steel, fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. And you put it in the runic altar and Bob's your uncle. So why isn't this creating? Huh. I don't even see like the little sparkly thing underneath it. So I am very curious as to why this is working. Maybe they don't work at night? So let's go to sleep and see if it's a night thing. Goodness gracious. I've slept like 3 times this episode. Okay, we're back up! Okay, are you working now? Okay, I see a little sparkle underneath it. So it's definitely working. What I'm going to do is pause it until it's good and ready. Okay, we're back, and it's definitely... Well, it was. Okay, it is zapping lightning bolts into the sky. Very cool. What I found helped was standing next to that new flower I created, and it was definitely draining my levels. So, cool. Let's throw this on top. Hit it with the thing. And there we go. We've got our Rune of Water. So, guys, I think that's going to be a good wrapping up point for now. what I'm going to do off camera is make the Rune of Flame and get everything ready to make this new flower. Yeah, we want to definitely make this new flower and then create like a little power system down here that we can then aim up to this little window you see behind me on my tower. And then we can aim it into our crop area, and then we can start growing crops like crazy. So cool. As always, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big old thumbs up. I like that. You guys are cool when you do that. If you want to subscribe. I would like to have as many subscribers as possible, especially if they're all as amazing and glorious as you. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all real soon. Bye.